Hello everyone, it's Mel, and welcome back to more Baldur's Gate. Last time, we came to the painful conclusion that we had to take care of Rasad's brother. This time, we're gonna get out of here and go back to the city. It at least should not take very long for us to get back out.
I've got this.
It still doesn't feel very good to have taken down Gamaz, honestly. I honestly had no idea that that's where that... Oh! Asano? Where are you, bro?
Poor sod. Taking a dirt nap so soon.
Dang it!
I care not.
Uh-huh.
You need only ask.
I am prepared.
Give it to me straight.
Let's see what I can do about... Okay. Who had the gem bag? Imowen has the gem bag. That's good. Because I can solve a lot of my problems just by putting away gems. We're gonna put that gem away and then into Rasad's inventory. Everyone, pass around the gem bag. I also have to stop at Nashkel on my way out. I'm going to... Okay, Ring of the Princess +1. Now.
I look forward to your instruction. Your wish?
Okay, grab all those.
You're a queer fellow.
What is it this time?
Okay, there's still a little more. You know what? You can wear that for now. That'll give us a little more space. We do not need the regular dagger.
What you want?
Let's see. You cannot wear that. Okay. Imowen can wear it. Imowen's not wearing any enchanted gear. Put those on the ground really quick. Okay, let's see. Who has antidotes? Rel has antidotes. Okay, fine. You have oil of speed. You have pots of heroism. Heroism, okay, right self.
I am prepared.
What area you need?
And I just need
to your
to get
instruction.
What do you need?
one more thing. Can I put you in here? No. Ah! Another oil of fiery burning, which means you can take that, which means...
I've got this.
You can take those. Okay.
Tell me.
Now we really gotta get out of here because we're down our mage.
Eat flaming!
At least the random wildlife
Damn you if you save the day.
aren't that dangerous.
You need need only ask. Be glad to.
Give it to me straight. I've got this.
And let's get out of here, dragging Zan's corpse behind us.
I've got this.
The bright side is we did at least learn how to force locks. So that will make life a little bit easier. Also, can I just say, Char's symbol is actually rather kind of pretty in its simplicity. First of all, I like the color purple as it is, but I've also always kind of liked eclipse imagery. Okay.
Don't worry about me.
What's nice is I'll be able to, like, basically just sell off everything. Or at least I can sell off a bunch of stuff. And at least I can just revive. There's a temple right in Nashkill, so I'm not going to be wandering between, like, 4 maps. No, everyone get over here, even though it's going to take you 8 years. At least this time, I did not put any of Zan's equipment into the jewelry bag, so I'm not going to have to hunt it down again. Because that's always kind of a royal pain. I think I got everything in here, just checking. Yes, I did. Nothing there, which means it is time for us to leave. Once, of course, I find my way out, which I think is up. Yeah, it's up here. Cool. And over to Nashkel.
Even in the shadow of my brother's death, I feel the light of Selûne has truly blessed me.
Why?
Even with everything I learned at the Monastery of the Moon, I would not have been able to defeat Gamaz and his Dark Moon monks without you.
So you value me for my fighting ability?
Your skill at battle is incredible. But even more than that, I admire the way you help those who lack your power. You inspire me.
Honestly, you're an inspiration as well.
Do I? In what way?
Well, you always try to do what's best for others, even when it's difficult.
It is easier to know what is right when I travel with someone like you. Your inner light guides me when I am uncertain.
We guide each other.
This time I can tell you are joking. Perhaps with your help I can improve in this regard.
I'll help.
Excellent. I will meditate on some humorous things to say later.
Uh-oh.
What do you need? Don't worry about
Let's,
me.
get Zan back up, shall we?
You must gather your party,
Before venturing forth. Imoen and Nira get lost. How's Nira looking on the or Imoen looking on the level front? 14,000. Okay, it might be a small bit.
Gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before.
One thing I did like about using the interface mod was that it told me it split out the experience. Yes, I know.
I've got this.
Helm watch over thee upon thy quest.
First of all, just identify that because I have it. Protection from magic, that's what I thought. Anything else need IDing? Yes, that does. That's just a leather armor +1. That's just a fair enough. Glimmering bands. Those probably are going to Rasad. Okay. So, let's see what these glimmering bands are. Also, we need to pass Zan his crap back. Right, here's what they are. These polished braces reflect harsh light into the eyes of the wearer's foes, distracting them from parrying incoming fists. What do you have now? Gauntlets of Dexterity. So, these do reduce his armor class. However, he can use the exclusive gauntlets, which, there we go. Because his AC is already 0, I feel okay with him losing a little bit. Alright, let's get Zan equipped again. Where are you? Let's see. No? Yes. Okay. All the darts go to him. Braces to the death go to him. Fireball wands. Also, Nira needs to give him the shielding cloak. Bracers to the death set my AC to 6. That'll give me a new AC of 4. That'll give me 6. Bracers to the death it is. The trap blade. Those. Toss that in his inventory, and that, and those.
Give it to me straight.
You must gather your
All
party
right.
before venturing
Out to the
forth.
store.
Don't worry about me. You want it? You got it.
Because we have a bunch of
My business has been
wolf
poor,
pelts.
but with the iron shortage, the customer is always right. My prices are the best.
Which
south
I
of
will
the business has
happily
been
take.
poor, but with the iron shortage and all.
I will happily take those. Shield of the Falling Stars. Let's see. I can sell that for 100 gold. That can go. That can go. Even though it's cursed, honestly, it might be worth equipping. I'm not going to use that. There. And now let's rest
You
up.
want it? You got it. You want it? You got it.
Never had rats. No sorry.
And then we're gonna get our butts back up to Baldur's Gate.
You want it? You got it.
By the way, I'm still salty Olgoth's spirit is all the way up there. So. Is this the place with Ragefast's home? No, it's not.
Don't worry about me.
Here? There, it's right there. Cool.
You want it? You got it.
So, we're gonna put our newfound lessons to work.
Certainly, I shall collapse from exhaustion before I fall.
Okay, we're going to find a tavern first.
My training did not prepare me for such extended...
Because I'm not going to run into a wizard's house with fatigue.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Is there a tavern here? Yes. Cool.
I've got this.
Because then we can just go into the tavern, get a rest, and then go deal with Ragefast.
Hello, pal.
Glad to make your acquaintance there, by golly. What be ye needing from old Connolly Finn? A tale of treachery amidst the nobles, or a bit of back alley skullduggery? I hear many things while tipping a bit of ale. What have you heard bandied about the bar? Oh, I heard many a tale of the undercellar and those that try to go there unseen. Oft was the time I bumped against a patron so as to accidentally drop their hood from their face. More disreputable folk than I have made quite a tidy living soliciting donations from those who wish to remain anonymous. I would advise against the practice, however. If they can afford to pay ye, they can also afford to have someone else remove ye. Huh!
Don't worry about me.
You want some whiskey?
Would you like a drink? Yes. I would also like a sleep. I don't know why he's casting that twice, honestly.
You
But
want it?
we can
You
go
got it.
back, we can go down to deal with Ragefast's house now. And we'll see if I can actually unlock that door. Well, you know. And let's be real, kicking the door down is so much more Rel's style anyway.
You want it? You got it.
Haha! Now know thee well I cannot let thee leave. We were meant to be together whether ye know it or not.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
What? What bandit dares enter the home of Ragefast? Identify your purpose here that I might know what to put on thy tombstone. Dare you speak of me as bandits when you keep one as a slave? What nonsense is this? Explain yourself before I dispense with you. You hold her captive and still claim the moral high ground? That's a contradiction. Objection? No, this wonderful being is my love and life. I would be hers as well, but it takes time. She will grow to care for me as I care for her. One doesn't cage those he cares for. You might break her spirit, and she will serve you. But this is not love. Listen to her. She will learn to be happy here. We will grow old together. Look unto me, Ragefast. My beauty fades even now. Abella, thy beauty is as brilliant now as the day I found you. Say not such things. 'Tis flattering, but you are blinded by your passion. Truly see what has become of me. I should not age, but my spirit fades in this ugly place. Yours does as well, but from obsession over me. But we were meant for each other. Thy very words had said so. In my glade amidst the stars and moon, 'twas beauty in that. But I cannot be confined with thee. I am not human, and this is not my home. But this is my home. She will die with you. Free her if you truly feel as you do. It is so. Forgive me, Abella. I have been a fool. I release you from my enchantments, and you are free to leave. Please do not think too harshly of me. I am but a foolish old man. I am not without fault, but 'tis my nature to breed obsession in people, a hazard of just being who and what I am. As for my impromptu saviors, my gratitude is boundless. Please, take a lock of my hair to remember me by. I doubt I shall seek the company of man for some time. Goodbye. Huh!
I've got this.
Let's have a chit-chat, actually.
Love is a blind, deaf, and ever so dumb.
Have you not bothered me enough? Leave me be, and get out of my home. Let's rifle through your doors first. Yeah, there's nothing here. On one hand, he let her go. On the other, he kept her imprisoned. But he did hear reason and let her go. Just remember this. Every moment you live from now on is because I am merciful.
I've got this.
Well, we'll have a chit-chat and say, and tell what's-his-face that we freed the nymph. And surely freeing her is better than taking her for your uses. Because freeing her is what you wanted, isn't it?
You want it? You got it.
My secrets are mine alone. You know enough of me already.
I see that you have returned, yes? You need not say that you have betrayed me, for I scry and spy. Certainly you are foolish to have come here after breaking our deal. I have many spells waiting for parts of Nymph, and it will be a long time looking for another. An expensive delay you have cost me, and compensation be from your hide. Come get me at the top if you dare. Oh, you... Up we go. Jellies. You know, I kind of really wish I had Devela's 100 Ways to Cook a Slime book right now.
Clangeddin's might be with us.
because that would be delicious. I'm pretty sure there's actually a recipe for slime jello in that book. What did Rasad cast? Or not Rasad? Oh, Greater Malison. There we go. Wait till combat ends. Up we go. Guests. Fantastic. On the other hand, guests actually aren't that bad to fight. You know, except for the hold spells.
You want it? You've got it. What do you need? I've got this. Tell me.
Everybody off the stairs. So I can actually mouse over what I need. Hobgoblin elites. Well, they'll die fast enough. That. Grab the scrolls and the money. There we go.
Give it to me straight. I've got this.
Is it just me, or are the enemies actually getting weaker the farther up we get?
You rang?
Like, it's actually almost getting concerning.
What do you need? You want it? You've got it.
Oh, Jerkface McGee himself.
So hollow.
Okay. That's hold undead. That's not gonna help me. Flame arrow.
Need something?
Tell me.
I am
Stab.
prepared.
What area you need?
Hit.
Yep.
Just freeze
Our
him out.
quest is vain.
You're gonna do that. Oh. That was easy enough.
Give it to me straight.
I look forward to your instruction.
You need only ask.
What do you
That
need?
was much
You
easier
want
than
it? You've got it.
anticipated. Oops. History of the Chosen of Mystra. The reason why Mystra, the goddess of magic, invested a portion of her divine might in mortals is not known. One of the more popular theories, and one that is gaining more support in light of the goddess's other actions during that period, is that Mystra foresaw the time of troubles and her own passing at the hands of Helm, and chose to give some of her power to mortals in order to ensure that her successor, the female mage Midnight, as it turned out, would have a number of nearly immortal allies in the struggle against the scheme of the gods, the now dead Bane, Merkul, and Baal, who precipitated the time of troubles by stealing the Tablets of Fate. The theory goes on to suggest that Mystra informed Azoth that approximately the year of the Rising Flame, 0DR, that more than 1,300 years before the time of troubles, that some of her power must be put into the hands of mortals who would then become known as Mystra's Chosen. This power would sleep within the bodies of those mortals, allowing Mystra to call on it only with their permission. It would give the Chosen the innate ability to heal quickly, and it would give them lifespans far greater than those of ordinary mortals. Mystra speculated that these mortals might be able to call on her power and thereby gain some special abilities, but these powers would not rival those of a deity. See powers below. The goddess of all magic then began to select mortals she thought might be suitable. One of them was the young mage Elminster, and she also singled out a promising wizard named Kelvin Aronson. Elminster we've been dealing with! Both have proved to be worthy and capable receptacles of her power, but Mystra's other early attempts to invest her power in living humans were unsuccessful, and she came to realize that only very few mortals were of stern enough substance to contain such power within themselves without being destroyed or corrupted. Even though some people aside from Elminster and Kelvin have possessed the requisite strength, it is possible that having lived for years prior to being visited by Mystra had set them on a path from which they were not able to deviate. Whatever the reason, the problem needed to be solved. To get around the difficulty, Mystra devised a plan to use herself as a vessel to breed individuals who could be nurtured and acclimated to her power from the very beginnings of their lives. That's not over fond of that idea. For the father of these individuals, she picked the best example of a human stock she could find, Dornell Silverhand, a nobleman and former harper who lived near Neverwinter. Mystra then possessed the body of Elu Shandar, a half-elven sorceress whom Dornell was already attracted to. Mystra revealed her presence and plan to Elu, who happily and eagerly agreed to have the goddess share her body. Elu had been reluctant, but under the influence of Mystra, the woman became a seductress, and Dornell found his advances suddenly returned with great fervor. That's not comfortable. Dornell and Mr. Elu were wed in the year of the Drifting Stars, 760 DR. The first of 7 daughters, Anastra Silune, was born the following winter. Silune's 6 sisters emerged at 1-year intervals thereafter. Endu Alustriel, Ambara Dove, Athena Astorma, she prefers to shorten Storm these days, Anna Manue Lerel, Alashra Shentrantra, known today as the Symbol, and Erese Kilue. The siblings have been known in the Realmsian lore as the 7 Sisters. Dornell, who had been kept in the dark about his wife's true nature through the years, presumably because Mr. didn't want to risk losing his services, was disappointed and nearly distraught by the time his 6th daughter was born. He had always wanted sons as well as daughters. More importantly, he was seeing his wife deteriorate before his eyes. The strain of coexisting with the goddess all these years had turned Elu into a withered shell, in essence a lich clinging to life only because Mistress' power was within her. When Elu was carrying the 7th child, Dornell consulted a priest who told him his wife had been possessed by an entity of great magical power. To spare both of them any further agony, he attempted to slay his wife's physical form by severing her head from her body. As soon as he had done this, Mystra was forced to reveal herself to him, and she went on to explain her scheme. Just as she had worried would happen, Dornell was aghast at how he and his wife had been used by the goddess. He turned his back on the corpse of his wife, abandoned his lands and his children, and vanished into the north. Mystra bore him no ill will, and in fact protected him for the final 30 years of his life. When Dornell finally did meet his end, he called out to Mystra, and the goddess granted him continued existence as her servant. Now known as the Watcher, Dornell Silverhand travels the world unseen by mortals on a continuing mission to locate candidates to swell the ranks of the Chosen, and to identify possible threats to Mystra and her minions. Wow. Read that one. History of Shadowdale. Dos Soulwood becomes Lord of Shadowdale. 3 winters following his defeat of the evil Lord Jordan, Kelvin Blackstaff found a suitable candidate to assume leadership of the Dales, or rather a group of candidates. They were the Knights of Myth Dranor, so named to show their interest in the Elven territories and their connection with the Elven peoples, and Kelvin gave them the pennant of Ashaba, the symbol of the lordship, in return for services rendered to him and to Shadowdale. Their leader, the ranger Florin Falconhand, refused the honor of the lordship. It was therefore passed to Dol Solwood, who was made the new lord with the support of Florin and Siloon, the wife of the murdered Lord Omri, and apparently also the secret support of Kelvin as well. Doust reoccupied the Twisted Tower, driving out the last agents of the Black Network. He also reinstituted many of Ashaba's democratic ideals, including the Lord's Court, where all citizens may speak freely and air their grievances without threat of reprisal. Doust ruled for 5 years and proved to be a capable ruler, beloved by the people. The regular presence of the Knights of Mithranor did much to ensure the protection of the area, particularly against incursions by Liran Nanthar the Pretender. Liran was to have been Jordan's named replacement, but with the Zhentarim routed, there was little validity to the claim. Scrolls.
What is it this time? My turn to save the day.
We're all doomed. What is the point?
Okay, you
Stand back
move out of the way.
and watch
If
this.
you want.
Tell me, you want it? You got it.
Okay. History of the North, 1368, Year of the Banner. As the dwarves settled in for the winter in their reclaimed city of Felbar, a group of Zhentarim-sponsored adventurers broke into Great Worm Cavern, slaying Elrim the Wise, shaman leader of the Great Worm tribe. As the tribe's warriors descended into the ranks of evil adventurers, teleportation magic spirited at least 3 of those responsible, as well as a vast amount of treasure stolen from Elrim to safety. According to Themrin, the tribe's present shaman, Elrim promised to watch over the tribe in spirit now that my mortal form is destroyed. Despite the reassuring words of Elrim, the tribe suffered through an oppressive winter that included heavy snow, scarce game, and low morale. Trusted visitors to the barbarian encampment report that Themrin and Gweshin, Iron Hand Talistars, are wearing some form of armor made from the scales of Elrim. So Elrim was a dragonborn, maybe? This use of their former shaman's body as protection was supposedly ordained through a dream vision. The armor appears as little more than supple leather armor, but seems to deflect blows and protect as well as full plate armor. Nesme reported a drastic rise in the number of troll attacks in the Evermoors, and various sources confirm that something is driving the trolls out of the moors. What is behind the trolls' exodus is destined to remain a mystery for the remainder of the year, as adventuring parties expend themselves against the never-ending supply of trolls that are fleeing the bog. In the most surprising move of the year, the Blue Bear tribe, led by Shaman Chieftain Tanta Hagara, marched on the fiend-ridden fortress of Hellgate Keep. While a brief struggle for political control of the city was reported by various sources, Tanta Hagara emerged as the new ruler of the city. That's a stat tome. History of the Western Heartlands. The history of the Western Heartlands is a history of endless battles and destroyed empires. In ancient times, these were the lands of the fallen kingdom of Ilitharn, the lost kingdom of man, and rumored Netheril. In more recent history, the land has been fertilized with blood and bone as forces of from the Empire of the Sands surged northward, and the evil peoples within Dragonspear and the Goblin Marches spilled forth, and mercenary companies moved to and fro in the service of one petty warlord after another. Recent battles leveled the way in and threatened Daggerford. Even the time of troubles did not leave this desolate land unmarked. Ball himself perished at Boarscare Bridge, and the waters it passes over have remained poisoned to this day. The cities of the Western Heartlands are strong, independent, and varied. They are also strongly motivated by trade and listen harder to the ringing of gold than to the call of battle. But something else prospers in an open land: freedom and opportunity. No nation lays claim on the Western Heartlands to land beyond that which their armies can control, and no warlord can make demands beyond the swing of his axe. Small holds and castles regularly spring up, only to be knocked down by invading forces or abandoned after a generation or two. Lost dungeons and secret citadels lie scattered throughout the land, and this rugged frontier presents more than enough opportunities for adventurers. Also,
Our quest is vain.
Give it to me straight. You
yoinking
want it? You got it.
that
We're all doomed.
book.
What is the point?
Gimme.
What do you need? I've got this.
Locked, fair enough. I've done the history of the Fateful Coin. Okay. History of the Unicorn Run. Bards and sages passed on the tale of that the headwaters of the Unicorn Run are, in truth, the font of life and a cradle of fecundity. See, what's funny is I remember where I learned the meaning of the word fecundity. It was an after-action report of Galactic Civilizations 2. And what I specifically remember was every time was a nation managing to turtle for war because their people were really happy, and so their birth rate was outpacing the death rate from being showered by enemy troops, which is kind of depressing. Anyway, each natural race is said to have emerged from the wound of Shanti and onto Toril at the river's source and then traveled down the Unicorn Run to the outside world. Some say that a daughter of Shanti resides at the river's source to usher the newborns into the world, while others claim that Shiala midwives the process. Regardless of the truth, the elves, Korrids, and halflings all agree that the Unicorn Run is sacred to life and a site of incredible purity. As a result, all three races have strong taboos about extended trips up the run, for if the river is ever fouled, then no new races will ever be born on Toril again.
Tell me.
Now, let's open this. Let's open this. That's okay. I have a solution.
I care not.
I do have a solution to this. Once I find it. Can I rest here? No.
Give it to me straight. Don't worry about me.
Okay, we're going to go down.
Don't worry about me.
What is it this time? Stand back and... You rang? My turn to save the day.
What do you need? I've got this. I've got this. Don't worry about me. I've got this.
So what we're gonna do... Take a rest.
Serve the flaming fist!
Move along, vagrants. Find an inn like respectable citizens, or camp outside the city limits. Okay, fine. Fine.
Don't worry about me.
What I was doing on Imoen is I was preparing the knock spell for her. Knock is basically, from what I gather, a lockpicking spell.
Don't worry about me. I've got this.
Hey, friend.
Yes,
Good
let
to
me
meet
rest,
a fine
please.
sod such as yourself.
Don't worry about me.
And now we gotta walk all the way back up that tower.
Don't worry about me.
But yeah, I have no regrets about killing him, and honestly in cold blood, because at least Ragefast
I've got this. I've got this.
was supposedly holding
You
her
got
out
it.
of love.
You want it? You got it.
It looks like this guy
want
just
it?
wanted to
You got it.
dissect her for her component
You're a queer
parts,
fellow.
which is not great.
I've done had enough of this.
Nice.
Life is if you want.
Tell me.
Okay.
I've got this.
Our quest is vain.
Uh-huh.
Give it to me straight. You want it? You got it.
Money.
We're all doomed.
Grab the ring.
What do you need? You want it? You got it. You want it? You got it. Don't worry about me. You want it? You got it.
Okay. On that note, also now that my throat's a little sore, that is where I'm going to end off for now. Next time, I'm going to see if I can actually bust into the Merchant League headquarters and see if there's anything I can do in there. What can I say? Locked doors intrigue me. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys then.